What's going on, y'all? So listen. What's going on, y'all? So we are back again for another episode review of the Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. This is season 9, episode 5, Slippery Slope. So we start off with, they still doing these homemade. I still don't understand if the season been done already. How come they just not doing this? The confessions. But okay, production shut down. So they doing it each week or whatever. I was confused by that because usually you would think that they already did the stuff and had it ready. But hey, I don't know how production work on they shit. So on VH1 stuff. So hey, it is what it is. But they're doing the confessionals and interviews at their home. So you got Rasheeda started this whole thing off, girl. All right, got her little baby Carter come up in there, give her some shoes. She about to go on a date night with Kurt. He didn't. It's like a little hotel or a little suite or whatever. Got some rose petals and stuff down there. Got a little table with food out there with some waffles. She was like, "Bitch, why you got waffles?" Because this is our first date. And he was like, "My. I was low maintenance back then. Look to where we come from now. Look we come to now." And basically they just started talking about how they want to the reason why they go so hard and the reason why they're doing the Frost Bay bistro or whatever so that they can leave a legacy for the kids. And noticing that the kids, their work ethic is not up to par and they have to work on that. And hopefully that they will understand where they're coming from with this legacy situation. And also because there's so much drama that's going on, and Rasheeda needs a break. She wants some, me time or whatever. She want to go ahead and she want to have a little ski trip. And I said, you want me time, but you want to have a ski trip. Girl, what? Okay. With the girls. With the girls. I said, that's drama right there, mama. That's drama right there. But all right, give us some TV entertainment. And so that's what's going to happen with them. Then we get over here to Sierra and her daughter, and they're meeting up with Shooter and his son, him and Sierra's son. I think his name Mason. Okay, and I mean when I say twins, twins. Shooter could never deny. When I say got the eyes and the nose, all of him. And where's Sierra? Where's Sierra? Because they both the same complexion. Where's Sierra? I don't know. Okay, I don't know. But anyway. And he growing his little locks too. I said, all right, come on, Lock Journey. Join the club. But give him a little birthday present because it's Shooter's birthday. They trying to figure out what's going on with the older daughter because she's going through some stuff. And what they're going to be talking about in this episode, I remember it all going down and I thought that it was messed up. I never spoke on it because I figured that they was going to talk about it in this show. And that's exactly what's going to happen. She was sitting there and Sierra was saying, we got to do something about this one right here because she been a little bit disrespectful lately and cutting class or whatever. And he like, why you cutting class? Why you doing this? Why you talk back? All that stuff because she don't like the school. She don't like the school. She don't like the people. She don't like the drama that be happening. And it's understandable. At first you like it's just teenage angst and stuff like that. But when you really see what went down, yeah. It was some bullshit that was happening. And here goes Shooter. All he could say is, you gotta stay out of that. That's all we can do. We don't like that drama. You gotta stay out of that. That's easier said than done, okay? Sometimes drama find you when you ain't even looking. You turn right around, that bitch slap you in your face. Like that, okay? And, teenagers hating for no reason. It is what it is. That's what's happening. And then, Sierra gets onto this whole tick about, well, I think like they acting out because of the whole thing with us being divorced or whatever. And we got to show them that we can still be cool. We can still be friends and all that stuff. Not that kissing and hugging and stuff. Even though I'm pretty sure that's what they would want. And Shooter, that's probably what you want too. Shooter in his confession like, nah, you don't miss what you got till it's gone. And I see Sierra trying to whistle her way back in. Sierra ain't trying to get back in with you. It was like maybe she a little jealous after I told her about Kiyomi. I said, oh, so you told her about Kiyomi. Okay. And she handling it well. That's cool. Whatever. You probably lied and said that y'all just got together. But okay, fine. He ain't say nothing about Cheyenne because he cooling off on that. I said, but I bet you still fucking her, okay? Because she don't think you cooling off. But anyway, they going through all that emotions and all that stuff. I said, Shooter, you not that good. I'm not even going to do that. Shooter, From one bird to your bird looking ass, like he do look like a bird. He look like Toucan Sam up in this bitch. You know what? I probably would have fell for the trap. Let me stop. Let me stop. Anyway, shoot it. Don't nobody want your ass. She got her nigga, okay? And Lil Mason just was over the whole conversation. Then we get to Jock. Jock goes down to his shop Echelon, the Salon Echelon. Okay, and Echelon. There you go. Girl, get your words together. Listen, it's been a long day. My sister was sick last night. And y'all gotta be careful when y'all go out and eat something. I don't know. She ate some bad food, and I said, bitch, what the fuck? I mean, when I say throwing up, and excuse the information or whatever, excuse all that, her stomach was fucked up. And it was going on for hours. So, and I was up with her so that to make sure everything was doing okay and making sure she fall asleep. Girl, we didn't get to sleep till after 4 o'clock, and then woke up early and then couldn't go back to sleep. So I am tired. But girl, yeah. But anyway, I said, girl, I hope you ain't bring. Let me shut up. Shut up. But anyway, what happened? Jock in his shop, Sharonda still there with all types of attitude. You ain't been here in how long? And now you just want to pop up and you want to do this and you want to do that. I'm like, girl, just shut up. He meeting Alexis Skyy there. And he want to do this, community thing or whatever, talking about the sex trafficking that's going on in Atlanta. And it was a big thing that everybody was talking about how heavy it was going on, especially in the South and mostly in Atlanta, that we was hearing it. And, wanted to meet Alexis Skyy because Alexis Skyy. And I remember when she posted this, Alexis Skyy has a weird timing. And I understand why people would, probably think that she was doing stuff for clout or she was making stuff up or whatever. And I don't feel like she was making anything up. Because if you fuck around and you try to make something up like, sex trafficking just to get some attention or whatever, that's messed up. But I don't think she was making it up. And I just think the timing probably was off or whatever, because 9 out of 10 is when she posts something deep or whatever, it's after she got into it with somebody, So it just comes random, And it was like, you just got through doing all this stuff and now you want to say that you was a sex trafficked. But the message was there, and it's what a lot of people, a lot of women, unfortunately, a lot of black women, unfortunately, that we still don't even know what they are, have gone through or are going through. And, Jock just want her to, say her story. And of course, she's afraid because she don't know if people really gonna believe her, people gonna really listen to the message, because when she put the post up, like I said, they had people that, was saying that she was doing this stuff for clout and all that stuff. Like, why would I want clout for being sex trafficked? I just don't understand the way some people think, but okay, doing it for attention or whatever. But Jock, he's more into it because of the fact that he got 5 young girls and, he wanna take this stuff serious. And I said, well, see, Alexis, why couldn't you come onto this season like that? Why you have to start your scenes off with you trying to fight? Literally. Okay? That's why we wrote your ass off. Okay? We said you was a bird ass bitch and everything. You still is. Okay? But, you could have started your scenes off with something that was deep like this and something that made us give a fuck. Okay? Because we do give a fuck about sex trafficking. Okay? Because it's a horrible thing. I was like, damn, Alexis, y'all got to get better at starting these kids off. That first scene make you. That first scene is the first impression that we get from you in the whole season. So then we get Rasheeda. She got the girls to come to the ski shop, to get some clothes or whatever. We got Sierra. We got who else did we get? Bambi, we got Mimi that showed up, okay? And so they showing up and they like, girl, who all supposed to be there? Okay, I would have said the same thing. Who all supposed to be there? So Spice coming and of course Carly coming too. Sierra was like, listen, the last time I talked to Carly, I tried to apologize to that bitch and she was like, listen, Karma is my best friend, okay? And I was like, don't take none of her threats seriously, because just don't take them seriously, okay? And so she started talking about how, things been going with the kids getting out of hand and disrespectful and stuff like that, acting out because of the situation between her and Shooter, whatever. And then, Bambi started talking about their family drama, how, Scrappy not really talking to his mama, and the situation just got so bad to the point that she can barely eat and everything. And I'm like, dang, is it really that serious? But I mean, Mama D, you did do a lot. You did do a lot. I would never think to do no shit like that. A whole ass obituary in a wish death on somebody, especially during this time. No, no. Um, but they going to Tennessee to Urban Ski Week. So they're gonna see how that goes, and we'll see. Moving on from that, Jock put together this whole panel with Kendra, a couple of survivors and advocate of human sex trafficking, and had some people in the audience. Of course, we see that Akbar V, she shows up because her friend is going to be on the panel. Okay, Alexis Skyy, at first she was scared to show up, and then she eventually showed up later. But before she showed up, we had two other people that was on this. Well, it was three of them, but we heard the testimony from two. The first lady with the glasses, Mama, when she said that she had like 15 abortions and some of them was like second trimester abortions where she had to push them out, and then she said she had to go back and do what she had to do right then and there. I said, that's fucked up. That's shit like that messes with my nerves, all right? It messes with me so goddamn bad. And then when she said, she was taking like 20, she had 20 people a day. 20 people a day for 20 years. And then said, this what really got me. The person that got her into the whole thing was the daughter of somebody that was a pastor to a mega church. I said, that is fuck. See. Girl, I said that about these churches. I mean, I'm just saying, I ain't saying all of them bad or whatever, but you just never know. You can't put your trust in man like that, okay? But the next lady was just saying how she was the trafficker and she was trafficked herself. Hurt becomes the hurter, So abuser becomes the abusee, and everything, and that's that was crazy. And I was just like, they was just saying exactly how, it's not always a white van. It's not always that, people it can happen any type of scenarios where people can just take young girls or young adults and, traffic them and take advantage of them or whatever. When Alexis Skyy gets up there, she gives her little testimony about what happened. She said she was a runaway when she was 15 years old. And she said she wasn't kidnapped. This guy came up to her, whatever. I guess she went up with him. And it seemed like if she said she wasn't kidnapped, but she was held hostage, he probably made it seem like he was on her side and going to take care of her or whatever. And then, she fell for that because she was looking for that love and attention or whatever. And then, he flipped and he took her phone, threw it out. She had no way to contact her mom and, basically was selling her off to every different man or whatever, saying that, if you don't do this, I'm going to kill you. And then I guess one of the persons that she was supposed to be with was like, why are you crying so much? Why are you crying so much? And how old are you? And she was like, I'm 16 years old. And he was like, you know what? Come on, let's just get in the car. I'm going to drop you off at this bus station. And that was her way out. And see, her story ended way better than a lot of other people's stories have. Okay. Some people don't get out of this situation unless they coming out in a body bag, And I feel like that's needed to be discussed, and AYV got up there and she said she was with her doing that whole thing, so they known each other. Is that what she said? Because if that's the case, they known each other for a while, so I get the friendship now. Because I thought that shit came out of the blue. But if you know her since she was like a teenager, then I get how come they close. And, Akbar V always trying to ride with Alexis get into stuff. And she trying to get up in Alexis shit. Girl, we saw that with the Ari shit. I was like, girl, sit your ass down and let Alexis handle this. I mean, she started the shit. But I don't know who started it, but whoever. Anyway, so then we get into the whole shit with Sierra. Okay? Sierra daughter made the news and Sierra made the news out there, and I remember her posting about this on her Instagram about the fact that her daughter was going through some stuff at school. Next thing you know, she got into a fight that was recorded and the video was leaked on the internet. And what wound up happening is this girl jumped her with her mother. She let her mother into the building somehow, and they jumped the girl, and most of the injuries came from the mother attacking Sierra's daughter. And that's messed up because you as a grown ass woman, you supposed to be diffusing the situation and telling your child, nah, you don't need to do this, you don't need to do that. Okay, but you gonna bring your grown ass to a public school, and fight a child? I don't care if the girl is 15, 16, 17. That's still a goddamn child. And she's still on school grounds. And you don't do no shit like that. Okay? And think that there's no consequences. She's 14 years old. She's 14 years old, to be quite honest. And that's still fucked up. Now, if something like that would have happened to your daughter, you would be all types of mad, ready to sue and all this shit. And I hope they find the lady that did it. And I hope they already have found her. And I hope the bitch get jail time. Because that's what the fuck she need. Okay? Because you ain't gonna do no shit like that. And Sierra better than me because I would have found out where the bitch lived at and I would have fucked her ass up my goddamn self. Since you want to beat up on kids and jump on kids and shit, I'ma whoop your ass 1-on-1. Okay, fuck that shit. No, fuck that shit. Since you want to jump, bitch, I'm gonna have my cousins and them and my sis and everybody. We coming in, we gonna whoop your ass together, bitch. Like, nah, you don't do no shit. Like, that shit got me hot. That shit got me hot. Because I remember a time, bitch, we used to fight. Cousins got into fights all the damn time. And one time they tried to jump one of my cousins or whatever, and we came through like a force, like, bitch, no the fuck you not. No the fuck you not, okay? But yeah, that was messed up. So, we get into this scene where you got Rasheeda and Mimi sitting down at like this little bar, little eatery place or whatever, and then Carly shows up. So they was like, oh my God, did you hear the stuff that happened with Sierra and her daughter? Girl, yes, that's messed up. Okay, listen, it's about to come on. So they look at the news report, and then here go Carly. Carly, you started off great, okay? Now that's fucked up. Why would you do that? Regardless of what the situation is, why is a grown-ass woman coming up in somebody's school trying to beat up on a child or whatever? I was like, girl, yes, I'm with you. And then she goes, I can understand exactly how it feels, to be jumped into, be in a situation where you feel like you're attacked. I said, bitch, this ain't about you. Okay, this ain't about you. I said, I know she not about to take this shit back to what happened between her and Sierra and shit. I said, no, don't do that. Rasheeda even looked like, bitch, where the fuck you going? This ain't about you. I said, Carly, shut your ass up. But Carly, I just hate people that take a situation that is serious or whatever and try to make it about them. Okay, you could have just said that's messed up, and I texted Sierra and told her, I'm here for her if she needed, but we not really cool like that or whatever, but I still got your back when it comes to your child. Okay. And she did say she texted Sierra, and Sierra said Sierra texted back and said, I know if we was really friends like we were, once friends, if we was as cool as we were before, that you would have been here with me every step of the way. And if somebody would have told me something like that and we going through some shit, that would have made my heart soften a little bit. Okay. And that didn't really make Carly heart soften at all. She said, I still can't trust the bitch. I'm like, the girl didn't do shit to you. Okay. To be quite honest, she can't tell whether or not you really wanted to show up or not to her little court date. Okay. Even though it didn't do anything, but still, like, girl, you ain't got no storyline, so let's drag this situation out with Sierra. That's what it feel like. So then moving on from there, Sierra's over there at Shooter Place with Paris, her daughter, and he asked him what happened. And basically, the girl said that the other girl was like, she felt like she was judging her. And see, to be quite honest, I ain't saying that the little girl is innocent, because 9 out of 10, she ain't. She ain't, okay? But if they was to get into a fight, let them two get into a fight. I would rather her, and I know it sounds messed up, I would rather her get probably jumped by another student her age or whatever, a student, a kid or whatever. Not no grown-ass woman being snuck into a school. And it don't make it no better. It don't make it no better. Trust and believe. But not no grown-ass woman being snuck into a school to beat up on a child that's the same age as your daughter. You know what I'm saying? No, that's not right. That's what type of example are you setting? Okay? And I don't know. I have mixed feelings about the way that Shooter was coming at the girl, because unless we're not privy to a lot of the stuff that happened, he was just like, you got to stop this. You got to stop being this, and you got to stop looking for drama. You got to stop, looking for thinking that something this small, it's just gonna be a fight or whatever, because something this small can be this big, as if it felt like he was putting more to blame on the child. Okay, like it was her fault. Am I the only one that was getting that? Because Sierra was like, the girl called her on the phone and said, "Mama, this girl and her mama up here trying to fight me. She brought her mama up here," and she put her on speakerphone to speak to the mama. And girl, Sierra said the bitch live in her building. She said she in her building. I said, wait the fucking minute. So y'all know each other and you really gonna do some shit like this? That's messed up. But it's a restraining order against them. They can't be around Sierra nor Paris. And, Sierra wants Paris to stay over there with Shooter until they get a lot of stuff figured out, because at this point they don't know what they're gonna do, what other actions they're gonna happen. But and I understand Shooter. He's coming from a place where he don't want to see another child get hurt. He already lost one, and he don't want to see another one in the grave or whatever over something so stupid. And that's probably what they was arguing and getting into it for, over something so stupid. You know how kids are, especially girls. Okay, girl. Anyway, I could tell you some things, but nah, I ain't got time for that. So Bambi, she's getting ready for the ski trip. Scrappy coming there, and she just basically telling him all the stuff that he needs to do with Breland. They still going through it with the Mama D situation or whatever. And they was like, "Is Sierra coming?" It was like, "Cause she going through a lot too." And yes, Sierra is coming. Then we move over to Kirk and Rasheeda. Now, see, it was Rasheeda's trip, and she winds up not going because of the simple fact that they got hit with some unexpected bullshit. All right, their son, Kirk Jr., well, Kirk's son, Rasheeda's stepson, Kirk Jr., he got pulled over with somebody else that actually worked at the bistro, Frost Bistro, this other girl, and they was going to run some errands. They got pulled over. From Rasheeda told the girls it was like a illegal lane change or something like that, and then the cop wrote on the ticket that it was, a sawed-off shotgun and some weed. And then come to find out, according to Kirk, it's like it wasn't nothing. There's a small handgun and a little bag of weed or whatever. It wasn't nothing like he was attempting to distribute or whatever they trying to hype it up to be. And, they just got to deal with that and the severity of the situation, because you know how people can be, especially cops, I should say, with black boys, black men, and try to, put whatever charge that they can on these people, on them, to give them the longest sentence. And I guess they still locked up and he got to wait till the bond hearing. And, he's stressed out. Kirk stressed out, Rasheeda stressed out. They dealing with a lot of stuff from the shops and her mother, and just dealing with all of this stuff. And so it was just a bad time to take a trip because Kirk couldn't handle it by himself. Girl. Anyway, so we got the trip happening. We see Spice, Sierra, and Mimi and Bambi show up, and then we see Carly. Sierra kind of get a little quiet. She thinking that they cool now or whatever because she reached out to her. Carly, on the other hand, saying me and Sierra ain't really cool like that, but hopefully, we'll be able to talk out our differences on this trip and become okay. Listen, let me tell you something. Maybe it's the bliss, the Botox, or whatever, the lip filler shit that's in her lip that's gone to her brain. Bitch, she tried to work that shit out. And when Sierra came to her at that church and she was trying to work it out with her, and I understand she ain't got to accept it right away, but you could tell that I feel like Sierra was being genuine, okay? Once again, I feel like Carly Red was just putting the fuck on. That's it. But anyway, they gonna try to see if they can work it out. But Rasheeda pulls up and basically told the girls why she wasn't gonna be able to come, and they was okay with that, and they understood. So the girls are on the bus and they're getting ready to go, and they're traveling, and they start talking about what's going on with Rasheeda and the cops and how they can be so fucked up and doing the most. And then Sierra started talking about she just glad that she got a little bit of something, like a little bit of money or whatever, and I guess a little bit of fame and notoriety, because if it wasn't, she knows that her daughter's case would have went unknown. It would have been swept under the rug. And the sad part about it is she's 100% correct. She is 100% correct. And she gets in her feelings. She started crying a little bit because she was like, the girl live in her building. The woman lives in her building and her daughter is scared to go out the door or whatever. And I was with Carly at this point because even Sierra said that her daughter wanted some space or whatever, so that's why she still went on a trip. But Carly said if my daughter went through the shit that she went through, I wouldn't, I wouldn't have been on no trip by myself. I would have stayed with my child or had my child with her, with me, And I get where she coming from, but the way that Carly doing it, Carly, I can't take it from you because Carly is coming off as a class A bitch, okay? I don't know if it's because of the shit that's going on between her and Mo or whatever, baby, but she's coming off as a bitch and she dragging this shit out, okay? You dramatizing a way that, you got mushed. Okay, you got mushed. Get the fuck over it. I get it. I get it. You hurt or whatever. Y'all try to talk it out. You the one that's drawing this shit out. It's not like she's not willing to, Sierra's not willing to sit down with you. It's not like she's not trying to get this shit back on track. You are the holdup. And like I said before, she ain't gotta, accept it or whatever, but the way Carly going about it, you can tell that she's going about it just for attention, just to drag it out, just because she want to be a bitch. That's what it's going about. She, you know, Bambi, Bambi pregnant, okay? She got to throw up and everything and, eating peanuts and the peanuts helping it. And the one that was like, the only reason why I did something, I used to eat peanuts like that or whatever, but, that was only when I was pregnant. If you pregnant, we all need to take pregnancy tests or whatever. Bambi said, I'm still breastfeeding. I can't get pregnant. I said, bitch, who told you that? Who told you that? Girl, that flashback to Little Fires Everywhere when Elena just had Moody and then she fucked around and got pregnant with Izzy and she was breastfeeding. Girl, come on now. That's how these kids be coming out, step kids. Some of these kids be like a few months a goddamn apart, okay? How that happen? Because mama was still fucking. Mama and daddy was still fucking when the baby was born. There you go. Them 6 weeks came in and came up and they said, baby, all clear. He said, all clear, all aboard. Bam. There you go. I said, Granby, there's some things that we should just keep to ourselves. Then, Mimi gets a text message or whatever from Shekinah saying that, she's on her way up to Tennessee where they going. And at this point, Spice is in her feelings about it because she said, fuck that bitch. We not friends no more. And she know what she did. She said one thing in my face and then she said it and do another thing behind my back. I said, what happened? Damn, we didn't miss something? I guess they're going to elaborate on it when they get to the cabin. So Scrap is getting ready to move. His lease is up. He needs to get into a better place because he got both his sons and some of his nephews come over all the time too. So he got Cheyenne over there helping. And Kid K's supposed to come over because they got a little beef going on. And it's not the shooter stuff. It's over a fucking phone. Okay? Bitch, KK said this bitch was being disrespectful as hell and all this shit to me and showing some text messages. They was going off on each other. And so KK bring over her little blood pressure thing. And her, first of all, baby girl, while you up here trying to get into it with somebody, what you need to do is go get some medication or change that eating diet or whatever because your blood pressure should not be that high. Okay, that's one. We black and we prone to that and we got to get that under control. But two, they just get into it about who did what. That is a family share plan. Why is Cheyenne on there? Okay, like, girl, you look like you can afford your own. The real estate business ain't working out well. Why you on the phone playing with, Karen King? But okay, because I wouldn't trust that bitch either. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about KK. And I wouldn't want to cross her either because, she crazy. So, KK said, the fact of the matter is, you had the money. You did that to be spiteful or whatever because the way you was coming at me and you talking about something. Fuck that bitch. Cheyenne is just like, listen, I can admit when I was wrong, but I ain't never say fuck you or whatever. I ain't never speak disrespectful to you, whatever. But I can admit when I was wrong, because I love you and I care for you or whatever. So what can I do to rectify the situation? You can apologize. She was like, no, I'm not going to apologize until you apologize. I said, well, damn, bitch, you going to be there waiting. Y'all just ain't going to talk no more. And, Scrap was like, why don't both of y'all apologize? Somebody got to be the bigger person. And KK said, bitch, I'm finna be the smallest bitch up in here. Okay? That's what's about to happen. And KK took it a further step of being petty. Okay, since bitch, you don't want to apologize. Did you tell him about Shooter? Mind you, he just got through talking about Shooter and how he a good guy, he stand up for his kids and all that stuff. And he was like, what the fuck? I said, damn, KK, blow the spot up. But that was Love and Hip Hop. Y'all tell me how y'all feel, and I'll see y'all later. Peace.